Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures, and today is about bargains yet again. So sit back, relax and enjoy the show. Well, here I am sat next to my herb garden before I go on to the bargains that I got this week, and time you all went out and got some. Right, these of course are chives here, and the little buds are starting to come, which means soon we'll have the lovely flowers that attract the bees. They really love them. Behind us in the distance there, that is spearmint, and it's lovely, smells delicious, lethal. I didn't put it in a pot, it's now escaping everywhere. I'm trying to cut the roots back to try and contain it here behind me. Although it is a beautiful plant. In the middle of them both here is this amazing bush that's happened in the last few weeks. It's just come up. Now this was part of a container that we got given, and it had many different sorts of plants in there. Now according to this, it's either rosemary, marjoram, parsley or chives, but it's neither of those actually, because I put in myself, and today I downloaded an app, one of those plant identifier apps. Well, it's been through all sorts. I've taken about 3 or 4 times, and we've had all sorts of different. It did identify it as marjoram, but it's not marjoram. It is actually oregano, and we know this because when you pull a leaf, and I'm sorry about this plant, rub it between your fingers, it has a hint of mint, and it's part of the mint family, and it's absolutely delicious. It's beautiful. So we can get that on our pizzas. Oh, how exciting is that? That'd be rather lovely, and in lots of cooking. And of course, you can dry it in all sorts with these herbs. Put them in a very low oven and dry it out slowly. Chop it up, and you've got your own. You can even freeze it if you do it that way as well. It's incredible stuff. Now, bargains. I was out and about the other day, and do you remember in the last show I was potting on my seed potatoes into the bags, and I said, now is the time of year. ... Well, this is the time of year ... because it's happened. I got some bargains, and here's one of them. These are some more seed potatoes, but these are main crop, and these are King Edwards. Originally should have been £4 a bag. These turned out to be £1 a bag, which is brilliant because there are about 20 seed potatoes in there. So incredible value for money, isn't it marvellous? 5p a seed potato. It's just wonderful stuff, and I can't wait to get those in and start producing some King Edwards for later in the year. I mean, we're talking possibly September, October, November before they're ready to pull. In fact, even right through, you can leave them in with the weather permitting, and they might even make it to next year. So hopefully some King Edwards for Christmas dinner. You know me, I always aim for Christmas dinner here on the allotment. I was in a different centre, and the King Edwards came from a DIY centre with a garden centre attached, and these have come from like a home sort of store that do all sorts of things, and well, I shan't say a word, but they begin with W, and they've reduced all their bulbs as well. And this year I bought some rhubarb. I've been meaning to get some rhubarb for ages, and these are called raspberry red. In fact, funny enough, there's one coming up here in the corner. I'll take a little picture. So I've got a little free, although I can't eat it this year. It will be next year when I get my crop from this particular plant. Should have been £2 a pound. So I've got some rhubarb, and once they're established, over the years you can keep cutting them in half and quarters, and you get more and more each year. Finally, I've got some onions, some red onions, and this is called, if you find the label, Carmen, and these are big, deep, rich red onions. And again, there's about 30 in there, and they cost me a whole pound. And what's great about these is I can put them in between all the other plants to hopefully, with the smell again, stave off, of course, predators that might want to attach their little eggs and larvae underneath some of the leaves and attack my plants as they're growing. So hopefully this is part of the remedy against that sort of butterfly, etc. etc. It doesn't look much at the moment behind me here, but all of these little leaves coming up, this is where my wildflowers are, and this is the area in a couple of months' time where all the bees will be heading to. We've got all sorts of wildflowers here, and it's fantastic. It's going to look really lovely. What I will do eventually as well is in here, in all the gaps, I'm going to put some sunflowers. So hopefully, and they are coming up now, I've just seen. So the ones I'm now growing, all different varieties, will get in here, as well as all around the allotments. So this year we have a really nice display, yet again, of, well, colour. Isn't it fantastic? Thanks for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. I hope you find a bargain yourselves this week if you do go out to look for some seed potatoes, onions. Well, in fact, they've got all sorts of things. I could have bought loads, but I've not got enough space for all of it. So I bought just the essential ones I needed, and what a bargain they were. Once again, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon here on Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. Ta-ra for now.